Hello and welcome to Common Sense Theory. This is a development communication podcast which seeks to correct a value system in Nigeria. On this episode, I wish to speak to the conscience of Mr. Femi Adeshina, Special Advisor, Media and Publicity to the President, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My name is Henry Igwebike and you're welcome. On the 27th day of November 2022, Mr. Femi Adeshina, a guest on Channels TV, like always, was asked a question on the spate of Nigerians leaving the shores of the country, popularly referred to as the Japa syndrome, due to the current mismanagement of the economy, hardship in the country, and patriotism decline amongst the citizens. And this was what he had to say.
Perhaps more than in a long time. I'm not sure when was the last time we saw Nigerians going out of this country and wanting to live in droves. They do. The Japa syndrome is so high. I mean, just in one country alone, in the first 6 or 7 months of this year, we're seeing almost 70,000 Nigerians left for the United Kingdom. It's so bad that an average Nigerian wants to leave for other climes.
Not just now. The average Nigerian had always wanted to leave. And it's not just in Nigeria, it's in most countries of the world, particularly in the third world. They want to leave. They always believe that the grass is greener at the other side.
But why is it higher under your government?
No. It will be simplistic to say.
No, the figures are there, Mr. Adeshina.
No.
I just put it to you that only in the UK, more than what we have seen, at least in the last 10 years, that people have wanted to leave this country. And I've said to you, just almost 70,000 in the first seven months of this country that we're seeing people leave for the United Kingdom alone. That is just one country.
You see, the truth is that if you have an opportunity to better your life in any part of the world, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. If you think migrating legally is good for you, all well and good, by all means go. But you can't now say because people are leaving, then it's a sign that something is fundamentally wrong.
You don't think something is fundamentally wrong?
No. This is our country.
And you don't think something is wrong for people wanting to leave?
It's our country.
Before now, Mr. Femi Adeshina, in my opinion, was a fine and humble gentleman. A personality I would refer to as a thoroughbred fine journalist who at all times would spare no time in speaking truth to authority with great passion and a desire to change the value system as a pan-Nigerian. My first meeting with Mr. Femi Adeshina in person was in 2014 at the ICCube National Youth Conference held at St. Leo's Hall, Ikeja, Lagos. Mr. Femi, I remember vividly, did describe how he rose through the ranks with pure ethics to attain the position of editor-in-chief of both the Concord and Sun newspapers. He described how he had the choice of choosing right from wrong and on most occasions would always go for what is right. When it was time for Q&R, I remember asking you, Mr. Femi, how you balanced the issue of conflict of interest. For example, when your conscious mind knows what is right about a story or event, and the organization you work for has a separate definition of what they think is the truth. You said, and I paraphrase, in such a situation, as a journalist, we should always stand for what is right as reflected in the society, speak truth to authority so as to increase accountability from leaders in a democratic governance system. My question to you then, Mr. Femi Adeshina, is, would you admit, in all honesty and sincerity today, that you had stood doggedly in sympathical to the answer you gave me in 2014 as a media aide to the president in the last 7 years? When you sleep at night, Mr. Femi Adeshina, are you aware of what your lack of empathy in addressing the needs of Nigerians have cost many? Do you ever care to make out time, Mr. Femi Adeshina, off your busy schedule with humility as a fine journalist to get first-hand information on the streets, marketplace, or possibly visit your own village to ask questions from average Nigerians without bias. How do genuinely feel about Nigeria today in 2022? A couple of months from now, when probably the immunity and comfortable privileged position you enjoy is relieved, millions of Nigerians you never stood in the gap for will be glad to welcome you back to the society you have helped to recreate and rebrand. Then we would sit back and watch closely as you resume your job as a journalist to criticize the new government and their positions on issues you were once a major stakeholder. I will end by thanking you once again, Mr. Femi Adeshina, for inspiring me with great words in 2014 at the ICQ Youth Conference that has helped me get trained as a broadcaster journalist today. I will surely practice and keep to your advice in 2014 of speaking truth to authority. However, one thing I will never do like you, sir, is to engage or participate in creating this type of Nigeria we have today in the future, if given the opportunity to serve Nigeria in the same capacity, because I understand the difference and its effect on the masses between a propagandist who adds fuel to the fire or salt to injury and a PR professional who accepts reality, embraces consequences, and tries to lower the temperature. I remain your protege and gentleman of the press, Henry Igwebike. Thank you so very much for your time. This is the much we can take. Remember, you can always follow us on all our social media platforms at POV in Nigeria, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates as we drop our content. On behalf of the entire team of POV in Nigeria, my name is Henry Igwebike. I see you next time. Bye bye.